It looks like fetch lands are on the move again, but it's not the Zendikar fetch lands that are going up this time, it's the other ones. Welcome back to my channel. I am Mattcaster Mage, and I do make Magic the Gathering content every single day. So if you enjoy my content and you'd like to see more, please subscribe and hit that bell notification so that way whenever I do upload a new video, you'll actually be notified and have my video show up in your box. Because if you don't hit that bell notification, I can just get lost in the YouTube verse and disappear from existence. And I don't want to fade away, like the Black Panther did in Avengers Endgame. So please do that. And so today I wanted to talk about fetch lands and how I've been noticing that they have been on the move. While yes, Modern Horizons 2 cards and the reprints have stabilized and they look like they are going up as well, but that's not what I wanted to talk about today. I'm going to talk about the other fetch lands, the cons, or should I say the Onslaught fetch lands. Yes, since Onslaught was the original set that had fetch lands. And remember when these came out, and people started to realize how good they were all over $100 a card. Their all-time highs was over $100 for these cards, okay? Then they got reprinted in Khans of Tarkir, and that's actually what was so crazy about those Khans of Tarkir fetch lands. Like, it was probably one of the most widely mass box open sets of all time was Khans because of how expensive these Onslaught fetch lands were. These Onslaught fetch lands were more expensive than the Zendikar ones. People forget that now, after all those master sets like Master 2017 and Modern Horizons, the Zendikar fetch lands were always the harder to come by fetch lands because of the amount of product that was open for Khans of Tarkir. And obviously now the tides are actually shifting. Yes, this is the first time that we're looking at these Khans and Onslaught fetch lands, especially the Onslaught ones, becoming more expensive now than the Zendikar fetch lands. Now, how expensive are these exactly? Now, before I go into these prices and show these graphs, I want to say that I was actually right. I said that the Onslaught fetch lands, people are going to realize how special and unique they are, especially considering these are the very first. These are like the alpha betas of the fetch lands. They were the very first ones before Zendikar, obviously before Khans and everything else that came after that. These were the originals, and they are very, very sought after now. So Bloodstained Mire, right now its average market price is about $85, and it looks like it's showing real strength. In fact, the market price looks like it's still actually climbing, and the foil prices are well over $1,000 right now for this fetch land. The next fetch land, Flooded Strand, okay? Flooded Strand was one of the most expensive fetch lands at one point, and then actually started to become one of the cheaper ones with Windstep Teat, but not anymore. This card is about $85 as well as Bloodstained Mire, with this foil well over $1,000 as well. And the next one, Polluted Delta. Yes, Polluted Delta. This one is the most expensive out of all the old Onslaught fetch lands. At the moment, it's almost $100 for its market price. Right now, it's about $96.50, and its foil is well over $1,000, closer to the $3,000 mark in some cases, depending on, obviously the condition and how highly it's graded. Next card, Windswept Heath. This has always been regarded as the cheapest out of all the fetch lands. For at some points, the Khans of Tarkir one was like under $10 for this fetch land, which is crazy now to think because they've all went up so much in price over the last year. So Windswept Heath, it is now about $57 to $58 for its average market price, with its foil again over $1,000. Very expensive now. And the last one is going to be Wooded Foothills, and this card is about $80 for its average market price at the moment, and its foil is over $1,000 as well. These prices are absolutely crazy, but it's not a surprise to me because I've been saying for a while that these original fetch lands, they are undervalued and they're still not at their all-time high, so there's potentially still more movement for these prices to go upwards because these were the original fetch lands, and fetch lands are always the most playable cards. You look at dual lands, fetch lands, basic lands. Those are like the trifecta when it comes to just the playable lands. And they are, I think, going to continue to go up in the future. One of the reasons why is it looks like when it comes to reprinting fetch lands, it seems to only be the Zendikar fetch lands because for a while they were so expensive, and the Khans of Tarkir fetch land just took such a beating that Wizards of the Coast just kind of scrapped that and put that aside and said, well, we don't really need to print these fetch lands for quite a while. Let's just put those on the back burner. But who knows? Maybe they could be reprinted. Remember, these aren't reserve list cards. You know, they could easily see a reprint, but there was some speculation at first, a little bit of panic, thinking, are they going to do all 10 fetch lands in Modern Horizons 2? And then slowly, as people realize, no, it looks like they're only going to do the Zendikar fetch lands, and they're not going to do any of the Khans and Onslaught fetch lands. So that's actually what shot up these prices originally. And it's not just the Onslaught fetch lands. The Khans Tarkir fetch lands have gone up as well, but nowhere near the prices of the Onslaught fetch lands, which are the original fetch lands. I just thought that this is crazy, and I thought it was worth a video discussion to talk about it, and I also kind of wanted to see what your opinions are on this. Do you think that it's a good time to invest in fetch lands now, especially the old border ones, or do you think that the easy money's already been made and buying right now at the top is not a good idea because they can be reprinted? But who knows? I think a lot of the reasons why they're actually going up too is because of those old border treatments that we're getting with these Zendikar fetch lands, right? So you can match, if you're a legacy player, you can match your old Onslaught fetch lands with your, you know, newly retro framed out Modern Horizons 2 fetch lands, which I think is really cool from like an aesthetics perspective, especially for someone who likes to play legacy. And you can even get the old retro frames for Modern Horizons fetch lands in that foil treatment as well. So you have like old foil, although I don't know if I'd be playing with foil, the original foil Onslaught fetch lands. I mean, ugh. You know, just thinking about getting, you know, those scratched, those beautiful surfaces and those old borders scratched kind of just makes me feel weird, like my skin starts crawling. No, I don't know, I just put that in a binder and a frame and just keep it there very nice in nice good condition. Anyways, let me know your comments down below and I'll be sure to read them. And I am going to be doing a 5,000 subscriber live stream on Sunday, so please come back tomorrow for that. It's going to be at 4:30 Toronto time, and ask me whatever questions you want. It doesn't even have to be Magic the Gathering related, and I'll be sure to reply. Thanks so much for bringing me to 5,000 subs. Hopefully we are onward and upward, and the next step, maybe 10,000 subscribers. Let's see. I'm not going to count my chickens yet, but hopefully we can get there one day. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Being a patron will help me produce more market movers and add to the funds that I will use for my random buys, and also to my coffee fund, because I drink a lot of coffee for these videos. And here you can see a link below in the description that will give you all the tiers and what you get in each tier. So I hope you guys click and think about joining. And with that, I'll see you next video. Think about supporting the channel in that way. If not, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you again in the next video.